What's up everyone? It's Dave from Both Lighting USA, and I've got a tutorial video today on how to master slave our BPM movers, our battery powered movers. These do have wireless DMX in them, so yes, you can get them to exactly match what they're doing without any sort of DMX or software on the side. And you know, it almost pains me to make this video because on all of my sales calls with you guys, I say, if you're buying these movers or any movers on the market, you really do want to use DMX with them because you're not going to get the full capability of the mover. You're not going to be able to get exactly what you want out of a mover when it is in master slave mode or auto and sound active mode. So blanketing this whole video is a statement from us, of course, is, you know, use DMX if you have movers. Definitely consider getting into the world of DMX because I'll give you just one example. I'm at a wedding, I'm a wedding DJ, and I want to push one button on my controller that points these movers right onto the center of the dance floor for the first dance, or right to the grand entrance door for the grand entrance. You can't do that without that DMX control. You can't really easily set positions here, but I do understand that, you know, sometimes you just have party mode and you want to put these in sound active and you at least want them to match so that they look like somewhat of a cohesive light show. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you guys today. I know you guys want to see this. So master slave BPM spots are here in front of me. Let's get nice and up close to the screen. I'm going to show you first what must be done on the master and then what must be done on the slave. Here we go. All right, let's do this. So right in front of me here is the master. We're going to use this as the master. And the first thing we want to get it to do is something right now. So let's press OK and let's go over to the settings. And our run mode right now is set to DMX, which means it's waiting for a signal. And a little hint, this is exactly what's going to be on our slave, but our master needs to actually do something, like I said. So in this BPM spot, we have sound active mode, we have auto mode 2 and auto mode 1. So let's just, for this video, let's do sound active mode. Once we press OK, our mover should start to move. You know, give it a little tap, give it a little bit of sound, and it starts to move. So now our goal is to make our slave do the exact same thing. Let's keep going real quick though, because as you scroll down, the next thing you need to look at is the wireless address. This is the frequency, the wireless frequency that the movers communicate on. So what's important here is that they match. Right now, it looks like we're on address 5, so we can leave it at 5. There's 7 total options. We can leave it at 5. We just need to make sure that the slave is also on 5. Let's also keep going, and actually I did want to show you here the invert, pan, and tilt, which we'll get to, but that's actually a feature for the slave. So to be honest with you guys, that's it. That's all you need. You need to make sure you're in a mode that's not DMX mode for the master, and you need to make sure your wireless address matches the other one. The last thing we'll do is we'll go back and we'll go over to our address. Keep in mind the address because that also has to match. A lot of the times it's just on 001, which is totally fine, but here we have it on 25. So let's go over to the slave and see if we can get them synced. And here we go at our second fixture, the slave, that we need to match our first fixture. Let's first press OK and go over into our address because, like I said, they have to match. So we were on 25. Let's get right back on 25 over here. Next, let's press the right button and go to our settings. And this is where our run mode does stay on DMX. And in this case, DMX just means that it is receiving a signal from somewhere. Let's go down, and our wireless address right now is set to 7. And I believe that's the last thing we're going to need. Once we set it to 5, it should kick right in. Let's check. So we're not getting anything, but I have a feeling I know why. Let's bring this address down to 1. Is that gonna do it for me? Aha, there you are. So this is interesting. We just made a discovery together, guys. I did say that you needed to be on, you know, if this one's on 25, then you want this one on 25, but actually it's designed in a way where 001 is the master-slave necessary must-have channel. So no matter what channel you're on the master over here, it doesn't matter. The slave needs to be on 1. And here's what's interesting. We've got them master-slaved perfectly, but I want to show you guys one more thing. If you saw, we had that pan and tilt invert, and this is going to give you the best outcome out of master slaving. I'll show you why. Let's go invert on and invert on for both the pan and the tilt. Now check this out. The movers are moving. Go ahead and give me a clap, Sean. Just clap for me. Yeah. Oh, yep, there we go. Let it start moving. Boom. So you see, they're master slaved and they're doing the same thing, but they're doing it in an opposite direction, which is really nice because that will give you some of those beams in the air of light. You know what I mean? Now you have some nice movement all around the room. So there you go, folks. I think that is it. Make sure that your slave is always on 001. Make sure you're in DMX mode. Make sure your wireless address is exactly matching the master, and then make sure that your master is actually set on a sound, or let's put it in auto mode and give it a second. Let's see what it does here in auto mode for us. There you go. There you go. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Otherwise, email us info@bothlightingusa.com. These are the BPM spots. Totally battery-powered, wireless DMX, and wireless master slave as well. Thanks for watching.